go ahead and Hey, welcome back, everyone. We're doing the Can't Counterpick Stupid Invitational. I have Professor Bobo here with me. Welcome to the stream,
What's
man.
happening?
First time. Happy to have you here. How you doing?
It is awesome. Cody Kraz, I've been watching you from a distance, spying for much of the season. That's awesome, dude. I get to jump in with you. Happy to cast here.
Yeah. All right. I did find out that I had to have this not minimized for you to be moving, but now you're moving. So, that ruined everything, though. How about now? All right. That seems
Wait a
reasonable.
minute. Sure, I'm over. Where am I? Oh, I see it. Uh,
Yeah, I think it's good. Anywho, the teams are ready to rumble, and so are we. We have the. Oh, I lost track of what the seeds are. Arrogant Nephilim's probably the 4 seed, and this must be the. What is it, 8 seed?
no, let's see. BMS was actually the 1 seed.
Oh, were they?
Uh,
Oh, I see. 'Cause
yeah,
they were playing. That makes sense.
yeah, I'm not like 100% sure how we decided the seeds. Not a big deal. It's really cool to just throw these teams together and see what happens. But yeah, VMS was the 1 seed. And they had a really cool game against the Batmans.
Yeah.
That was just a really long Towers game that was like tight. I don't know. Tell me, I didn't because I didn't catch it. Tell me about the game that you casted, sir.
Yeah, so it was Towers of Doom, and it was fairly one-sided. Arrogant Nephilim ran a Zagara and just macroed the shit out of
Really?
Wandering Ronin. It was
Far out.
pretty dominant. Multiple times they captured all 6 forts. So they probably won't run Zagara here on Battlefield of Eternity, but it was fun to watch.
And I do recognize. Shout out to Cavalat Rest. I've seen him like many times in my unranked sojourns. He's like what you know how you have like those people that just constantly pop up on the other side of the team.
Yeah.
You know, the other side of the game. Cav is definitely one of them.
Yeah.
It's like one of those names that I'm like, I remember that one.
Alrighty, cool. Well, the teams are ready, and I think we're ready, so let's go ahead and do this thing. Gonna be on Battlefield of Eternity, as all games in round 2 are. If you guys are watching, do you know who's the hosting the other stream on the other side?
I think Crow should have it. We have the multi Twitch, and I think Crow is actually going to be on for most of the night. He should be with 2D right now.
Yeah, so if you guys are looking for that stream, that'll be over there. For now, Battlefield of Eternity looks like Arrogant Nephilim has won the coin toss. We'll see what kind of draft they look to run here.
Let's just take a quick peek. That is Crow_Heroes. If you do not have him on Twitch. Lull the Anubarak ban.
I like that, though. I think if you know the other team has a strong Anubrak player, I think Anubrak is very underrated currently.
Yes.
He's really
In fact,
tanky.
They actually went double target ban. The Anubarak Zeratul combo was key to the Virtual Murky Slayers winning in that game, and Arrogant Nephilim had the opportunity to peek at that since our game went pretty long.
Yeah, it looks like these teams have played each other a bunch. They're talking about it in the chat there. Get the yeah, the Trave. You have to ban off that Asmodean from Trave because that's a hero he absolutely carries on when he gets to play it.
Back-to-back Taronda first picks. She seems to be the flavor of the evening.
Yeah, we had that actually. I've had her in every game, so. And I think it makes sense. I'm glad that neither team decided to ban a support, because I think the support pool is fairly wide right now. I don't think it's worth your bans to try to choke out a support pick. Got the Diablo pick. Oh, go for it.
I'm 100%. I'm 100% on board with you in that. This is the deepest the support pool has been in a long time. Like,
Yeah.
If you remember, what was it, Season 4 in NGS? It was. No, actually, I'm not sure. I think you played, right?
Yeah.
That was and that was just Malfuri and Stukov the whole season. It was
Yeah.
like one team got Malf, the other team got Stukov, and everybody was afraid to ban one out. And this season, like, you have so many supports that are viable. I think the only one that you really need to think about is if you believe the other team runs a good white main, it's banned with it, because it opens up a lot of different double support options.
Yeah, for sure. Especially the solo tank Uther variation. I'm a big fan of.
Yes, you could run a lot of cool solo tanks with white main. I may be playing around a little bit for Heroes Lounge. Wink. Johanna Phoenix, good setup and a nice combination for the Phoenix who's denied the Diablo. The other way to get that uber value on Salvo would be through the Thrall.
Yeah, and I would not be surprised to see it. I believe they ran a Thrall in. Oh no, I'm thinking of the Batmans did. Alright. Anywho, got the Hanzo ban there. Take away the best racer in the game. I think that's smart to do.
So you still got what? Greymane, Vala's up, the rare
Artanis.
Zul'jin on BOE.
Yeah, Artanis is the big one that comes to my mind. That's still up. Li Ming too. That's the big one. And Sergeant Hammer still on the board.
Teams got really afraid of Hammer after the nerf to siege tactics, but you can 100% play Hammer. And Garrosh and Johanna, like the tanks that have trouble sort of engaging that deep, if you will, like onto Hammer, will still feel her presence.
Absolutely.
Is my favorite hero on BOE.
Yeah, and just on a lot of maps too, but especially this one where you can just tuck in that corner and shell away from afar. Super fun to use. There's not a lot
Phoenix
of them.
Kiltos.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of Phoenix Kiltos this season. It kind of seems to be like a secret, like a OP combo that teams love to go with. Far out, man.
Yeah, it's between that, and I think there's just been kind of a resurgence of Kael'thas in general. I think especially the lower you go in the NGS divisions, for sure, the more likely they are to spread the living bomb. You get a ton of value that way.
Last pick. Need some damage.
Yeah, we have a
lot
lot of damage.
people taking his Evo.
That's a lot of damage over time.
Okay. Listen, I like Zebo because it's Zebo and he's fun and he's cool. But he's a late game hero on Battlefield. You gotta make sure that this game goes a long way before Zebo's gonna see great value. Unless, and there's a lot of role swapping going on here. Maybe there's like maybe they just want to let Diablo charge, flip, and then lock somebody into the zombie wall with him.
Yeah, it is a lot of CC between the three, Diablo, Malfurion, and Zebo. He gives you a lot of zone control. There are a lot of tight corridors where he could punish people if they find themselves out of position trying to get on him early. But I don't know if that's going to work out for him.
I know. I'm always very skeptical of like early game as, particularly 2-lane map. But again, like where are you going to stack, and then you've got X, Y, and Z factors that go into not just his trait but the level 4 talent as well, because he needs to be stacking in a number of different ways. Is he going to get all of that value? We'll find out, brother.
Yeah, here we go. We loading in here on Battlefield of Eternity. On the right side here, we've got Arrogant Nephilim again. We have Anatius on the Blaze, Mig on the Phoenix, Segatai on the tank there, Joanna. Trey is going to be the Kael'thas, and Cavill at rest going to be supporting again on the Tyrande.
Tonight, a lot of Wonder William up. Fake news note is going to be playing the Li Ming Sea Brisket on the Malfurion Swagneros, on the Malthael Veggies on the Diablo, and a brew or two playing the Witch Doctor.
Yeah, looking for.
I bought my Wonder William. Did you buy yours?
I did not. I'm not a huge mount connoisseur. I got a couple I really enjoy, and the rest is just gonna let happen.
I mean, look at it prance. Like, look at that walking animation. Somebody put love into that, and it looks good.
It is pretty hot. Not gonna lie. But I'm partial to the revamped Raptor. Gotta tell you, when it's the Star Raptor.
I remember that walking animation was so weird. Like when it first came out, it does look good now.
It was absolutely just a horse with 2 legs.
A proof for 2 and a bit of trouble there. Good trouble coming out from Trave on the Kael'thas. Now, good bit of pressure there on Johanna. A lot of CC getting traded out. We've seen roofs and zombie walls and all kinds of fun things.
Yeah, sorry, my stream was looking a little choppy. I was trying to maybe change up the camera settings to make things less choppy. It's looking a little better. We do have we have the Toad build from the Gazebo there. Other than that, everything looking fairly standard. I guess we do have the Innervate talent there too from Malfurion. That's a fun one. When I play him, that's what I want to do all day. Just press D on people.
It's not bad. I mean, actually, this is a number of, I guess you could say, expensive heroes. Especially because we got Malthael there in the bot lane.
Yeah, this is not at all
the Phoenix up top.
Yeah, not at all the solo lane matchup I was expecting. A lot of damage coming through on Fake News Nate there. It's healed up right away though.
It's just there's so much self-sustain and so many hit points in the bottom lane. Like everybody just, actually you could probably get 2 rounds of abilities out there, and I'm not really sure anybody's gonna die yet. Johanna Blaze, that's like, what, 6,000 HP?
Yeah, it's so much. Yeah, Joanna's 3,000.
It's-
I don't know what Blaze is. Yeah,
I can
6,000.
actually click it. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about level 3 with a little bit of scaling. I think they open up at like 5,500 plus. So that takes a wee bit of damage. And then on the flip side, like I said, it's so much self-sustain. And with the Malfurion, and Malfurion's seen actually a good play at HCC. I like teams not being afraid of him again.
Yeah. He's a hero. Is there any way you can disable your camera for now while we're doing the game? People are saying I'm still having slideshow status. I didn't know if that might help.
Let's go do that.
Awesome.
Let's
Thank
see what
you.
happens.
Yeah, that's looking much better.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry about that. I'll have to figure out why that was happening. But anyway, here we have the teams skirmishing at level 4. Malfurion getting the first stack on his vengeful roots there. Antaeus gonna have to back for mana.
I like this. The camp sneak. Costs a little bit of chip damage in the top there as we take a look at Phoenix. And then now, listen, you need all the race help you can get with like Phoenix KT. It's okay. It's not great damage. Forcing that Nazebo is going to be a big boost.
Yeah, Phoenix stepping forward aggressively onto the backline there. Swagner's gets chunked out by him. The rest of his squad looked like they might be in trouble in that choke, but they backed around freely with the help of Phoenix, and they're going to be just fine. Start chunking down that Immortal.
So slow go early. A lot of this hinges on Cavalot getting trait value. Johanna with the Iron Skin out. Diablo steps up, eats the Jet Propulsion. The team just trades some cooldowns away. Nazebo is done in the top lane. Maybe we'll start to see some Immortal action as the Witch Doctor steps on up.
Yeah, he's poking away on that Immortal. Gets those spiders going, and Li Ming shelling away on hers too. Looks like the teams are going to be content here to just race. Wait for the halftime show, and then decide where the chips fall from there.
For the Murky Slayers, even though they do lose the halftime show, not a bad trade. They're up a half a level. Here comes the aggressive play.
Yeah, team stepping forward to race. Looks like the invade coming from VMS. Segatai getting chunked out a bit by the Malthael, but he doesn't have last rights yet. Segatai is going to be just fine. No worry there just yet. What do you think about team fights here with a lot of damage over time from the Malthael and the Nazebo? Do you think he'll still go last rights to try to find the finishes, or will that be Li Ming's job?
Oh, Tormented Souls is so bad. I always try to make, like, I try to make plays for it. And actually, like, in this situation where Tyrande can struggle a little bit with AoE damage, I could see it. But it's still just a bad ability. Kael'thas in big trouble. There's the root. Great play by Veggies on the Diablo. And hey, we got First Blood.
Yeah, First Blood, and Antaeus getting chased down there by the Li Ming. Gonna eat a couple magic missiles, but be just fine. Gets the heal from Tyrande just in time.
Who do you send to back up and race for virtual Murky Slayers?
It's got to be Nazebo. He's, with the zombie wall does a decent amount of siege damage. As long as you time it correctly to not put it in the blender there from the Immortal, it should get a lot of value.
I like that. All right, the members are red team for the evening. Arrogant Nephilim stepping back up. Segatai does hit a large condemn, but the Immortal is doing work. There's a root on Johanna. Cavalot Red, so it's inside the zombie wall. Nazebo, though, does go down. And Arrogant Nephilim comes out on top, despite what I thought was a perilous situation.
Yeah, Malthael jumped in deep, couldn't quite find the kills, and even though the health bars were low on the side of Arrogant Nephilim, he pays the price with his life, and now we're going to have a half health shielded Immortal rolling down the bottom lane, looking to open up that, and 7 talent tier advantage for Arrogant Nephilim after that fight.
I thought they were in big trouble. Like, Johanna goes in, condemned, doesn't hit anybody.
Yeah.
Blaze Jet Propulsions, and they both get knocked away by the Immortal stun, and they still manage to hang on for that fight. Very nice play.
Yeah, and part of that might have been the level 7 talents at work there, giving them a little bit of an edge, but I couldn't point to one specifically that got him there.
The Tyrande level 7, like, when we looked at this rework, is one of the best talents in the game. Elu's Chosen is such a great healing ability and such a cool little interactive twist on how to get some more healing output. Huge 3-man Lunar Flare.
Yeah.
Come get your stacks. Holy cow. That just doubled. Cavalot went from 3 to 6 on that one shot.
Yeah, took down the first fort of the game. Now they have backed off here to the bottom. What are they called? Khazras. Gonna get them shoving down the bottom lane. And I don't like this fort pickup, or the camp pickup for VMS. I think that's kind of questionable, taking that siege camp so early.
It's free XP, but you're going to put yourself certainly in a bad position. When that immortal phase comes around, and I think that Arrogant Nephilim showed a little bit of a macro advantage. Remember, they were the team that had the AFK, sort of pushing camp at the top lane, and they forced a brew for 2 on the Nazebo to have to cover that. That's how they got that early immortal lead.
Yeah, and they're going to absolutely do that again this next phase. They'll save that camp. They might even have 10 for the next immortal fight to really give themselves an advantage.
And they even picked up top camp.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't like that rotation from VMS. I think that could have easily been a rotation straight to top. Oh, big shadow charge onto Trabe.
Found a Kael'thas. There's a long way to go for
the
ball,
root.
Is up front.
Last second of the root got him. Still looks like they might not quite be able to finish him off.
Trabe?
Oh, they got it!
Wait, the trade's coming through. Swagneros goes down. Malthael for a Kael'thas. Oh, the root.
I think the Malthael's willing to take that any day of the week. I think if you get the kill, you get the kill.
I can't believe Segatai got out. I think that was less than 100 hit points on that Johanna.
Yeah.
And now, what we talked about, they've got that free, easy camp rotate, and someone will have to respond. They're up with the level 10 talent tier advantage. We get Shadowstalk, Blessed Shield, Purification Salvo, Bunker, and the Phoenix.
Yo, Bobo, do you know the answer to RTB's question there in chat about multi-twitch?
I missed it. What was the question? I just switched over from the pop-up.
Side question, know if multi-twitch counts the viewers on it towards all streams on it or not?
It should. You're in chat. You can see your own name in multi-twitch if you use like the chat settings. Take a peek. Like I said, you should be there.
Cool, thanks.
Shout out to multi-twitch, by the way.
Yeah, it's pretty
My
sweet.
favorite tool for the caster season. I got to see a lot of Cody Krez. Multi-twitch.
Yeah, it's a pretty sweet gig. We do have level 10s now reached on the side of VMS. They've got the Disintegrate, Lightning Breath, the Twilight Dream, Last Rites, and Gargantuan. Gonna see some Gary today.
Love me some Gary. I don't mind the Randy, but you gotta have a really cool wombo for it. Segatai steps up on the Johanna, and on the opposite side, Veggies bothering Mig on the Phoenix just a little bit.
Now, did that other ult get buffed at some point, sort of recently? Like, I feel like for a while it was unpickably bad because it rooted him, and then I've been seeing it more and more. So, what's up with that?
It's got range. It just got a ton of range. And we're in like this weird, like sort of range meta where sometimes like these tanks, we see someone like Johanna here, they're gonna struggle to interrupt that. Ooh, Blessed Shield over the wall.
Super clutch. Stunned him in the Immortal Stun too. So good by the Johanna.
What a great read. There's the silence. Seabrisket hits the Twilight Dream, at least getting Blaze and Johanna. And Mig with the Purification Salvo, eliminating the Diablo. And now the chase is on. There's another big jet propulsion from Antaeus. He gets 2 members. Swagneros might be next on the Malthael. Looking to try to get some of that healing. There's the warp in by Phoenix. The aggressive play from Mig. Last Rites is out. Blaze bunkers it. A brew for 2 goes down.
Yeah, we've got Lightning Breath trying to get the peel off the back line to finish out that fight. Bunker still chilling around for just a split second. Swagneros stepping up aggressively even though he has no health left. Or an ult. I'm not sure why he's thinking he's so mad there.
Great combos from Arrogant Nephilim. The read by Trabe on the Kael'thas to get this starting was just awesome. But Blessed Shield over the wall, then you get the Kael'thas follow-up, you got Immortal Stone on there, and Diablo just could never get back up to full health.
Yeah, they've been looking really solid, and they were taking fights in the last game we were watching them with their Zagara split away the entire game. So 4 versus 5, and they were trading out evenly. I think they're doing well today, looking strong moving forward.
Cody, would you like to see the Blaze push with 5 here, or do you like the split?
I want to push with 5 here. I think
okay.
This Immortal's about halfway shielded. I think you get the keep or the fort and the front wall of keep if you push aggressively here. You might be able to get 13 off of this fort. Especially seeing that Nazebo split, you can engage really hard here.
We got the flank from Antaeus. And Immortal does finish the top fort, and now, hey, you talked about it. Let's see if they can take this wall and find themselves, what, maybe a level and a half lead?
Yeah, it might be. The Immortal still has 70% health. Phoenix is popped. fairly aggressively there. Brewer 2 on the flank, pops Gary, pops the zombie wall, gets shoved away by the Thunder. Vlenji's finished off by the living bomb there. Shadowstock here looking to maybe disengage or at least reposition for the fight after the front wall goes down.
Oh, Antaeus missed that by inches.
Yeah.
There's the wall. Purification salvo comes out. It's going to get 4 members.
Oh, they do.
Oh, the flame.
Yeah, the twin streams there just barely tickled him, got him down. Now they're looking to keep. They have Nazeeba down for another 20 seconds. And with all 5 here, got the bunker to tank the keep. This is looking good.
You can even lose a member for this. It's an early keep.
Oh,
You're only
absolutely.
12 minutes in. And there's the lightning breath disengage. Oh, this should be a stack for Mel.
Yep.
You know it. No bunker. Maltheel's going to have a fun time.
Yep. Swag Daddy going to be going in, getting his first stack of the game, I believe. There it is. Yeah, 1 stack. 13s, though, are online for Arrogant Nephilim. Let's see where they choose to go. Down a member, but up 13s. And not even anymore.
The early bunker on the keep made it difficult to retreat out. Usually you want to use that bunker, particularly like with the walls in bottom lane. You can always try to like make your own little choke point that only you can get out of. I think what Antaeus wanted is like, okay, I got the bunker. I don't take the keep. We can take this out. But Phoenix KT don't have like monstrous single target siege damage. It's very good, without like the Phoenix on Kael'thas. It's just good. It's maybe not the kind of burn that you needed to get rid of a keep 12 minutes in.
Yeah, it's true. Once you do hit the 13, though, Pyromaniac gives you a lot of CDR, especially on that Flame Strike. He starts putting out a decent amount more siege damage. Looks like they're going to hold this camp. I like that call. They're waiting for the Immortal to spawn, get the off-lane pressure like they've been doing so far this game. VMS has done the same thing. We'll probably see a rotation here from Arrogant Nephilim to take care of that off-lane push before they go to the Immortals.
Arrogant Nephilim, it's like some of the best macro like I've seen in any team really like below probably like Div A. Like their macro game is on point. They always have these they have little delays here and there. They never really overextend for camps. Like their invades are smart plays. I've seen them in a number of games. They always look good. Oh no, Trade!
Man, got a bunch of sustain there from the Toronto. Wasn't quite enough to save him. Toronto there falls 2 to the Li Ming. She's popping off with her trait value there. Mig gonna fall 2 here, maybe. Oh, just an excellent stun. Does not let the Diablo through. He lives with 88 health.
Wow. So a Brew for 2 missed the wall guard combo on the keep in the top lane. And hits it here and just deletes Kael'thas.
Yeah, absolutely. Zebo rolling off. He's going to go take care of that big shove top lane. He's at 148 stacks. That's a pretty stacked boy for a 2-lane map.
Seriously, you've done a very good job taking care of this. And if they take the Immortal here, if they can defend a keep in top lane, Zebo's struggling a little bit with that, but I think he's finally got it. This is a huge power spike. You get Zebo on 16. You've got Diablo finishing off his build. And then Malthael has just great scaling. I always find that, the sort of sustain that Malthael has gets more value as you go later in the game.
Yeah, it's looking a little grim in the top lane there, but this is also a map where you can have both keeps down and still be relatively fine relative to some other maps. It's a pretty small map.
I think some people will argue that you're better off on BOE just giving them up those keeps.
Yeah, if you get it.
HGC games, BOE doesn't start until somebody loses 2 keeps. There's another flank. Brew for 2 actually does put Blaze on into the bunker. Shadowstock got used, but only Segatai is really under threat from this frontline combo.
I don't think you could convince me that it was intentional and Zebo got Blaze in that in that wall. Blaze made that play himself.
There's a lot of R buttons used. No Shadowstock. Phoenix and Blessed Shield will be up soon. But it does look like... Yep, and the Red Immortal goes down. Virtual Murky Slayers with their first objective of the game.
Yep, that's going to shove down top. Fortunate for them that it does go top. That means they can also be
Long way to
managing
go.
that top lane. Segatai gets caught in that choke there. Joanna falls. That's a lot of health to chunk through. 16's now online for VMS as they roll towards top lane. And I think they will push this as 5, yeah?
Tilt here. I can see either way. this is just sort of captain's choice. What do you value more? The possibility that you may be able to get a keep, or do you want to try to push for the 20 talent tier spike? They're already a half level ahead. I would imagine they'll be maybe a level and a quarter if they can pick up the wall.
Yeah, Veggie's doing a good job making sure that Party Bush wasn't loaded with a bunch of friends. Mortal steps forward. It's about the same situation we were looking at on the last keep, where it's got 70% health, though it is a later Immortal, so it is just a bigger boy.
There's that one level lead. Immortal at half health, wall almost gone. Phoenix should go down momentarily. And now we see Veggie step up immediately into the Johanna. Malthael trying to get on there, but the bomb spread is proven to be a big problem. Diablo with a lightning breath, spread and everything out. He's on the keep, he's on the Kael'thas. Purification Salve on the backside connects with 4 members, and now the counter engage. Keep an eye on Antaeus here. Let's see if he can hit a jet propulsion.
Oh, he does find the Diablo. There's the counter zombie
Oh,
wall.
he doesn't have bunker.
Flipped over, and the last right's going to drop him. Excellent kill there. Coordination by the Virtual Murky Slayers.
Made a good play, but the rest of the arrogant Nephilim were not able to follow up.
Yep, covered a lot of distance.
Look at these top keeps. One's got like 2%, the other's got, I don't know, 10.
Yeah, I wouldn't have hated seeing them shove with this top camp hard and get that keep. But they backed off, gonna heal up, that's probably smarter. No need to be stupid aggressive when you're ahead on the way to 20. I think if the levels were flipped, they'd be a little more aggressive. But
They had a Malfurion. I think that's one of those spots where, always trying to contrast maybe some of the upper level macro. If you get the kill on the Blaze there, and if you feel like Malfurion is going to be able to heal you up, you've got your R buttons ready. The one thing you can do is just keep walking waves into that top keep, at least until Blaze is maybe 10 seconds away from death, and then back off.
yeah.
It's easy to say just, all right, let's just take the camp, but you see what happens here. Arrogant Nephilim just run it down top, and now, despite losing a member and losing the neutral camp, they now have an opportunity to maybe pick up a keep of their own before 20.
Yeah, this is absolutely the fight they're kind of looking for. Being down in experience, they want to be on even talent tier here. They're chunking out the Diablo, that Phoenix just pounding away on him while he lightning breath the rest of the squad. Gary gets used. He falls almost immediately. But team's just kind of sharking around here. No hard engage quite yet. And the Immortals are up.
There's a camp pushing in the bottom lane for the Virtual Murky Slayers. This is the first time they've really had, that push that maybe has to be answered by somebody for the Arrogant Nephilim. A little bit of a macro advantage, especially considering they were able to repeal the attack on their top keep.
Yeah, absolutely. Would be a nice surprise, though. Arrogant Nephilim could make the play, decide to give part of this Immortal over and just shove top keep. Be a surprising play. Looks like they aren't going to do that. Immortals are swapping.
3-man gravity lapse. Oh no. Oh no, Cav. There's the bunker. It actually cleanses Outlast rights. Cavala has no XP, but neither does Veggies, and Diablo does go down, and now we've got the chains going.
Yeah.
Immediately see that kill followed up with a ton of damage. Fake news notice on the backside. Purification Salvo comes out. It doesn't matter because Phoenix goes down before that can find any damage.
Yeah, Nate whiffs on the combo. Still has Disintegrate. There's going to be a zombie wall to prevent the retreat of Blaze. Blaze is going to fall there, having no bunker available. Segatai makes it out as the last remaining stander from Arrogant Nephilim. And Zebo going to take top keep while the rest of his squad cleans up this Immortal.
That's a great move by Brew.
Absolutely.
Just throw some spooters on that. Get the keep pressure going.
Yeah, if nothing else.
This is how you set up a win condition. Now, if you can, while the Immortal is being burned down, maybe you get the catapults pushing in top lane. You could have catapults in top and then Immortal in bottom.
Yeah, you've got the backdoor pressure top pretty much at any point now. It relieves the pressure on their top keep. And yeah, 20s
what do you think?
are
Is this
online.
game?
I hesitate to call it game. There's still one turret up. Arrogant Nephilim has been playing fairly well up to this point. But it very well could be. Let's see, we have
205
Talarash's.
stacks
Go for it.
on the Zebo. I was going to say, he's stacked.
Yep, that's definitely the most important 20 thing to talk about. He's stacked and then some in a 2-lane map. Yeah, big shielded Immortal rolling down bottom lane. We have the Death's Curtain there. Final curtain, pardon me, from the Malthael. Segatai getting chunked out a bit. Got the jet proportion forward onto Brew for 2. Gary zoning away the members of Arrogant Nephilim as this keep is about to fall.
Bit of an early lightning breath, but it does secure the keep, and now the Immortal will move up. Full health, little bit of shield. Keep an eye on top lane. There are 2 catapults and a giant wave coming towards this keep. Blaze goes down. Oh, there's a big silence, but Malfurion gets traded out. Fake news, don't try to find some kills. Ming gets
Oh
the
my
look
god!
away. 15, I think, hit points.
Yeah,
Cav
absolutely.
gets out. What is happening?
Well, what's happening is the core is
40%.
falling. It was an excellent fight, but
30.
it might not have been enough. There goes Nazebro, and there goes the core. GG's come out. What an ending.
Wow. Arrogant. I thought Arrogant Nephilim had enough. And that core was getting chunked down, what, 10% at a time?
Yeah.
Feels core, man.
Yeah.
Nice comeback from the virtual Murky Slayers, though. They really didn't... I felt like they didn't have a grip on that game until at least after level 16.
Yep. But that's what Nazebo does too, right? He just wants to scale towards the late game. They got good value out of the zombie walls, you know, catching people in awful chokes where they got blended by the Li Ming and Malthael combo. Malthael hit some clutch last rights, and Blaze maybe not quite enough on point with the bunker to save him.
It was very tough for Antaeus, because when the momentum was going forward for Arrogant Nephilim, he was fantastic. You know, he hit good bunkers, he had a lot of great stuns on jet propulsion. But, you know, things started to turn in the opposite way, particularly with, you know, Nazebo setting up Li Ming. We got a couple of pings on, what is Li Ming's trait actually called? Critical Mass. I always forget that one. And then we finally did get to see a little bit of that chain moving, and then, hey man, 20 Nazebo melts anything. And I actually can see it in the replay here. He just burns through this wall. And I was skeptical, but hey, shout out to a Brew for 2 for the Witch Doctor play.
Yeah, and I honestly think that's one of his better maps. Obviously, Tomb of the Spider Queen, you can stack so much more easily, but the all the chokes on that map, the zombie wall, pretty tasty. Looking at the talents, are there any surprises in the builds that you see?
You know, we talked a little bit about the Malfurion level 1, and I thought Shando's Clarity was kind of cool.
Yeah.
We don't get to see a ton of Mouth. And then we did get to see Lunar Shower at 20. That's kind of cool. Like I said, I haven't seen Malfurion in a little while. I don't see anything, I guess you could say, out of the ordinary. Sometimes you do see Li Ming's move for like BOE-centric builds, where you will maybe go for like all magic missiles. Fairly standard from Fake News Note. Toads or spiders, that's up to the user to me. I'm trying to think of anything else. Maybe the only thing I might even pick on a little bit, and I see this Tyrande talent, and sometimes I like it and sometimes I don't. Calderai Resistance, the spell armor for Tyrande. Yes, it's very good into Li Ming and Nazebo, but I guess there's always a question there. You've got a Diablo. Do you need to, you know, have the soft cleanse on his stun or prevent the mage damage?
Yeah, it's a fair question. I think you get a decent amount of value out of the spell armor, and it's kind of neat too. You can save someone from last rites with it in certain circumstances, where because it's not percentage-based damage, deals damage equal to 50% of their missing health, right? So would that get nullified by spell armor? I assume it would.
No.
No?
No, because it can't. Because the spell armor won't affect the fact that it's. I don't know how that works. It's a percentage.
Well, it's not, right? Well, I guess the talent description
so
says deals damage equal to 50% of their missing health.
Yeah. Okay, so here's where it gets weird, and I don't remember, because we had this debate with Mal'Ganis and how like dark conversion works, and like dark conversion is not technically percentage-based damage, so you can boost or mitigate that. I thought Last Rites was like you've got to de-shield it or bunker it, or it's gonna kill you. Chat, help us out.
Yeah, I guess along the lines of help us out. Do you have any idea which way we should be merging for the grand finals?
I don't really know. We're gonna have to figure this out.
Bear with us, chat. This is a first-time thing. We're all figuring it out together.
Looks like CCS might have one. Let's pause. I think we're gonna go hop over to Crow Street.
Yeah.
I think that's where the meetup is going to happen. I think we'll be over on Crow_Heroes. Crow actually yeah, has done quite a bit of like the artwork for so many teams, which is kind of cool. He's actually got to cast some teams that he's done many cool things for, which I love. Okay, are they? They should be in a game right now. Let's just double check.
Yeah, well, we can throw the raid over there and
All right,
meet up
and we'll
over
go hop in.
there. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. We're gonna raid Crow Heroes. Go catch the end of this tournament. Thank you for tuning in. Drop a follow before you go. Follow this man, Professor Bobo. He's a great dude. He will cast all your hopes and dreams. And
Follow this guy, Cody Krez, who was one of my favorites that I found this season. Dude, you were on point this season, and I look forward to catching you in the future, man.
Yeah, thank you so much. Looking forward to doing more with you.